If you are upset by me admitting this, then I suggest you go idolize someone else.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy from The Quartering, and iDubbbz just released a video that is basically the embodiment of the not crying Wojak meme, where, you know, he's got the angry face and then he's crying behind it. Look, let me start this off by saying this may be not the popular opinion right now online. You know, people are dunking on Ian mercilessly. I'm not going to defend him, but what I am going to say is, not my girlfriend, not my problem, not my concern. I'm doing this video for the memes. It's his girl. If he wants to be cool with that, if we're supposed to believe that he's cool with that, great. I don't believe that he is, but that's neither here nor there. And I can tell you quite honestly, I wouldn't be okay with it, but it ain't my girlfriend. But Ian is reducing this whole thing to just, oh, you guys don't like it that, you know, my girl has this account where she's selling these photos. It's more complex than that. People really like Ian and people really dislike her. And he basically put out what can be reduced to a 10-minute commercial for his girlfriend's only account. Probably drove up revenue significantly for her. And if he loves her, then okay, that's literally the end of it. Now onto the memes, all right? So imagine coming out as a huge supporter of this type of work, but only after your girlfriend famously already started an account selling these spicy photos of herself. The whole I'm a big fan of this type of work and I support it kind of lands flat when it's too late. Like, of course you have to say that, dude. Like, as a guy who, no, I'm not an incel. I'm married. I've been married for, I don't know, more than 10 years now. Well, I guess I've kind of been a incel. Anyway, I get it. Support your girl. Cool. But to kind of straw man everything as, oh, people just don't like that she's a thought. That's not reasonable. iDubbbz is much better on the offensive, and he's not very good on the defensive at all. There are a wide variety of comments that allegedly keep getting deleted. I don't believe that they are because YouTube is weird, but people are saying comments with like thousands of upvotes are getting deleted. Here's one that people are saying, you know, people are spamming this. His girlfriend has broken up with her ex-boyfriend after meeting Ian once. Still flirts with said ex-boyfriend. Talked about how she wants to break up with Ian. Insulted him on Discord about what a man-child he is. Gaslit him. Stole art multiple times. Body shames people despite being body positive, quote unquote. Makes fun of people with eating disorders despite claiming to suffer from anorexia. Made fun of these type of workers for years and now claimed to be one of these workers would be her last option. Feel free to add on about her garbage personality and copy paste so it spreads. People don't like his girlfriend. That's really at the end of this. People love Ian and they don't like his girlfriend. I don't know what kind of position, how that would feel. I'm really glad that my wife doesn't spend any time on social media and she's not out there. I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't like her too. That's just the way it works. Ultimately, iDubbbz looks pretty weak in this position to come out and say, well, I've always supported this, when he's had videos making fun of these type of workers in the past. Yes, decisions can change, people can evolve, and I'm not going to fault him for it. Would I be cool with my wife doing this? Nope. Do I control her in that manner? No, but I also control whether or not I would stay with her. And she was asking me about this today because I was talking with another buddy of mine who's visiting, and we both like Ian's content, and I still like Ian's content. I'm not going to angrily unsubscribe from him and say that the king has fallen because what he does in his personal life doesn't have any effect on his content, unless his content becomes more promotional videos for his girlfriend's personal account. But I told her flat out, like, no, I would leave you for sure. But that's just me. Maybe I'm more insecure than Ian. Probably, I guess I am. But, you know, I don't think that it takes a lot of talent to do this. I don't think that it's a good investment of your time and money unless you're like in the top 1%. But again, not my girl, not my problem. Well, the reaction has been swift and fierce. iDubbbz has already lost 10,000 subscribers. What does he care? He's got 8 million, right? I'm going to guess he'll probably lose, you know, maybe 30,000 subscribers by the time it's all said and done. But it's not like Ian isn't getting a lot of praise from people too. A lot of people are using Ian, his position, as validation for what they're doing. Then you get Ethan Klein coming in and getting totally roasted too. The war against incels has begun. Chad Army represent. Ethan Klein, you ain't no Chad, dude. You're the furthest thing from a Chad. And I'd be real curious if you'd be cool with Hila opening up this type of an account. But again, not my girl, not my problem, and that's ultimately the main takeaway here. My critique is only on Ian's video, in which he focuses on a few salty comments and then just lumps everybody's criticism of it together by saying like, oh, you just don't like that my girlfriend sells pictures of her meow meow and I don't care. It's so much more than that, Ian. Like, this is a really shocking lack of, I don't know, awareness for somebody that has put together some of the most detailed videos with Content Cops, going over every little aspect of a content creator's life. A man that clearly understands fandoms. To lump it all in like that, to me, feels like he's mad. He's mad. He's sick of taking crap. And he wanted to come out and say, look, I don't care. And that's really the only play he had, to be honest with you. If he loves his girlfriend, he's okay with it. Okay, then everyone else has to be okay with it. He was just getting lambasted for weeks, and now he's just got to address it. But you can see Ian gets completely roasted here, taking L's, cringe. You're alienating your viewer base. Again, I don't think iDubbbz cares. I think he's probably a multimillionaire, not like many tens of millions, but I'm sure during YouTube's heydays, he was making $1 million or more a year pretty easily. I don't think he cares. But you see, people keep posting this. It's more deep than that. People like Ian, and ultimately, people don't like his girlfriend. And that's what this is really about. Calling him a simp is just a manifestation of that. If you look at the video, which currently has 90,000 upvotes and 44,000 downvotes, that's pretty spicy. That's, you know, that's not
Hello,
great.
everyone. Welcome back.
46,000 downvotes now. I mean, you were supposed to destroy the simps, not join them. Now, fine. I mean, I guess I'm just not, you know, it's interesting. He comments that his girlfriend wasn't feeling fulfilled because he was the primary breadwinner, which is something I understand. Humble brag, but it's just the way it is. I've always, in our relationship, actually, I shouldn't say that. When my wife and I were in college dating, she was the primary breadwinner. She worked at a pharmacy. She made almost twice what I did. Ever since, you know, after college, I've made significantly more than her. And she has said that it does, you know, it does make her feel less equal in the relationship. If we purchase something that she kind of knows, okay, well, I probably wouldn't have bought this on my own salary. I don't care, but she's insecure about it. So that's definitely a real thing. Now, if she said, I don't feel secure about that, so I'm going to open up and sell, you know, pictures of my cat to strangers on the internet so I feel more fulfilled, I'd probably question if there was something more going on there. And then there's kind of the whole like, oh, you thought I was cool? Well, I'm not cool, so screw you. I don't need you anymore. That is not a good look either. Yeah, so at the end of the day, I think if people were expecting me to just mercilessly make fun of him for this, I don't really care. I don't care that his girl is doing what she's doing. It's not for me, but it's not my girl, so I don't care. I think that his reaction video was the far more offensive thing, like orders of magnitude worse. Reducing your fans' critiques to, you just don't like that my girl has this. No, people just don't like her, and that's something that he probably knows. He's not an idiot. And people don't like that she's with Ian, and they're going to manifest that. You know, no matter what she does, they're going to say, hey, I don't like this, you know, Ian, you should break up with her. And I can't imagine not getting defensive if large groups of my fan base were going after my wife or my girlfriend, saying that she's evil and bad and things like that. So this is the logical conclusion of things for him. I think just like all things, this will pass. He'll get back to making regular content and everyone will probably have forgotten about this. But there'll be people that unsubscribe and there'll be people that, you know, never forget. This video itself is the more unforgivable thing to me than having your girl sell her pictures to thirsty boys. Just know that, you know, they're only interested because they're into you, Ian. That's the creepiest thing. They're really only interested in buying these because they're thinking about you while they're taking care of themselves. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.